This is the battlefield for our game of speed and strategy. These are the letters which lead to victory on Blockbusters. And here's the star of Blockbusters, Bill Cullen.
Hi there, players. Great. Oh, what a nice bunch you are. Thank you and welcome to Blockbusters. We are happy to have you with us. On Blockbusters, a solo player competes against a family pair to see whether two heads are really better than one. And our solo player, we want you to meet a young lady by the name of Lorraine Dillman. Lorraine, welcome to our show. Thus far, you have won quite a bit. Welcome.
Thank you.
$26,400. How does it, yeah, double take. How does it feel to be that rich, Lorraine?
It's terrific. I just can't say enough. It's been great.
You've had a chance over the weekend to let it sink in, and now you know how you feel, huh? Let us say hello again to the family pair who will be playing against our solo player. It's a mother and son team, and naturally we're going to introduce the mother first, Ruby Denson and her son, James Granderson. Welcome, Ruby and Jim. Tell us a little about you, Ruby.
Well, Bill, as I said before, I'm retired from any type of work for pay. I quit smoking after 38 years in order to make the second half a better half. And when I grow up, I want to be a game show host just like Bill Cullen.
I hope you do it. Okay. And how about you, Jim?
Well, I'm a taper. It's a trade. We finish walls. We make them smooth, very smooth, so the paint goes on without any blemishes or anything. I love to play music. I'm trying to right now get some songs produced and out on the air.
Well, I hope you succeed. All ready to play? Let's start our game. Let me explain briefly how Blockbusters is played. Take a look, if you would, at our Blockbuster board. Each of the initials on the board represents a one-word answer to a question. The family pair must work their way across the Blockbuster board and connect white to white in order to win. Notice that you can do it in as few as 5. The solo player can win by connecting top to bottom, red to red. And that's Lorraine. You can do it in a shorter path, only 4, because there is only one of you. Now, whichever side wins the first game goes on to play the Gold Rush for $2,500. And if your side wins 2 games, you will play Super Gold Rush for $5,000 more. Everybody ready? Let us start the game. This game begins with the letter V. Everybody ready to answer. When you hit your button, I hear the sound, I stop talking, you answer. If you're right, you get that position there. Everybody ready? Here we go. What V is the Roman god of... That's an interruption from Ruby.
Vulcan.
Of fire. Vulcan is the answer, Ruby, and you score first. That's it. That's the way to do it.
Beautiful. I'll go to L, Bill.
Huh?
L.
L for you. White's on the board, moving, as you see, from side to side to connect white to white. Everybody ready? What L is the currency of Italy? It's Lorraine this time.
Lira.
Lira's right. Red blocks and red's on the board. Lorraine is working top to bottom to connect the red to red. Where to, Lorraine?
U, please.
Letter U. Everybody ready? Because everybody can answer this. What U is a baseball player's judge? Yes, James.
Umpire.
Umpire is right. I was going to say judge and jury. White blocks. Where to, James?
We'll go for the G, Bill.
The letter G working across the board. And you're going to try to block Lorraine. Everybody, what G was used to chop off heads? Lorraine.
Guillotine.
Correct. Red blocks and red's over there. Where to?
P, please.
Letter P. That's good. You're continuing the run. After P, if you get it, you only need one more. Okay, Ruby and Jim, ready to block? Question coming. What P is a sweet, wrinkled... Ruby.
Prune.
Fruit, I was going to say. Prune's right. Yes, that's white. And white blocks.
I'll take the A, Bill.
Okay, Ruby goes for the letter A, and everybody ready to answer. How you doing, Lorraine?
Fine.
Okay, Jim? Okay, yeah, I know you're all right, Ruby. Here we go. What A removed a thorn from a... That's Ruby again. Time. Okay, I'll repeat the question now, and Lorraine gets a chance to answer. Full question. What A removed a thorn from the lion's paw and was later spared by the same lion? Please do not help.
Adam.
No? No, there were no lions around yet. They came later when just he removed the thorn from Eve's paw, and you know what he got for that. Or something like that. Androcles is the answer. Androcles on the line. Okay, I repeat, we stay on A. Everybody still can answer this. Get ready? What A is the photographer on Lou Grant? Ruby.
Animal.
Animal's right. White scores. Let's see where they are. You're blocking Lorraine in there, Ruby. Where do you want to go?
I'll take the N.
The letter N, moving from side to side to connect white to white. Question. What N is said to be the mother of invention? Lorraine this time.
Need.
No. I repeat the question. Jim, you'll answer, but wait till I do it. What N is said to be the mother of invention? James wants... they both want it. Who's the captain there? Ruby? Ruby's...
Give it to James.
Huh?
Give it to James.
All right, James.
It has to be necessity.
Boy, it's a good thing you're right, or you'd hear from Ruby. But, hey, Ruby, what would you have done had he been wrong?
Wow.
Where do you want to go, Jim?
I'll go for the D.
Letter D. You see them connecting white to white. After this, only one more. Lorraine's trying to block. Question. What D did the United States purchase? Yes, Ruby.
Denmark.
The Virgin Islands from. Answer, Denmark. Ruby, you're right. Oh, come on, Ruby. How'd you do that?
Unbelievable.
How did you do that, Ruby?
I don't know.
Boy, oh. James, I have a feeling you never got away with anything when you were little.
You're right.
I believe it. Look where white is. Look where white is. They have Lorraine. Lorraine's the red. She's all blocked in there. She can still make it, though, but it's last chance for Lorraine. And white is all but one across the board, ready to collect. Where to, Ruby?
Bill, let me give him H.
She's going to give him H. You gave him a pretty good B last time, I'll tell you. Everybody can answer this, the three of you. Ready? Here we go. It's a big one. What H are the mountains? Ruby, yes?
Himalayas.
We don't know until I finish the question. The abominable snowman calls home. Himalayas is the answer, and Ruby, you get it. Ruby, I don't know. Well, that's a game right there. And you two are going to get a chance to play Gold Rush, but right now, why don't we take a timeout? Back to give Ruby a chance, or James at the 2,500. Right now, this is for you. Our family pair has won the game and a chance to play for $2,500. I'm going to talk to the mind reader Ruby here because, boy, has she been pulling those answers out of the air. Ruby Denson, which of the two of you, Ruby, is going to play?
I'll try it.
You're going to do the playing. Okay, Lorraine Dillman. Lorraine's already won $26,400. Sit there, Lorraine. We'll be back to you in just a moment. And Ruby, come on over here because we're going to give you an opportunity to play Gold Rush for $2,500. There you go. Well, when I said I bet James never got away with anything when he was a little boy, I mean it. You sure come up with quick answers.
He got away with something.
He did, yeah.
Yes.
Guile and charm and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
I know, Ruby. Let me explain for the folks at home how it works. There's our Gold Rush board. Now, to win the big money, Ruby's going to start at the left side and make a path connecting the gold to the gold. If you make a connection, you win the $2,500, Ruby. If you miss or pass, a block goes up, and you then have to work your way around it. You will have 60 seconds and keep right on going until time runs out. First thing we do is put the 60 seconds on the clock. Now, the clock will begin as soon as you tell me where you want to start. Good luck to you, Ruby.
BC.
Bing's younger brother.
Pass.
Okay.
RTT.
Canine hero. Oh.
Rin Tin Tin.
That's right. Now where?
CI.
Ohio baseball team.
Cincinnati. Pass.
Nope, go to another.
HOND.
Charles Lawton Roll.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Correct.
BB.
Now, a Brooke Shields movie.
Pass. BOAN.
D.W. Griffith's epic film.
Birth of a Nation.
That's
DOD.
right. In charge of the Pentagon.
Department of Defense.
Yes. Now where?
RZ.
Bob Dylan's real name.
Pass. NDF.
Nick Nolte MacDavis football film.
North Dallas 40.
That's it. You won the game. Congratulations, baby. Oh, good, good, good. You did it for 2,500. Yeah! Congratulations, you too, James. You got a heck of a mother there, boy. What a job. Ruby, for your team, your family pair, you won the $2,500. And now for the record, let's take a, there's your path right across the board. You missed some, but that doesn't matter because you made it. Let's take a look now at the ones you missed. B.C., Bing's younger brother, Bob Crosby. And then you also missed C.I., Ohio baseball team. Cleveland Indians, that's the one we were looking for. P.B., Brooke Shields movie, Pretty Baby. And the final one was R.Z., Bob Dylan's real name, Robert Zimmerman. That's just for the record. The important thing is you win $2,500. If you win another one, you'll be back to play Super Gold Rush for $5,000. Go on back and make yourself at home. We'll be back in a moment. Right now, this for you. Okay, our family pair team won the first game of the match. James Granderson and his mother, Ruby Denson, who told us she wants to be a game show host when she grows up. The way you do it, Ruby, don't wait till you grow up. It's better if you start right now. You have $2,500. Lorraine Dillman, you've lost the game, so you must win this next game to stay in competition. And the good news, of course, is that you already have $26,400. Now, the family pair must work their way across the board, white to white, the solo player, top to bottom, red to red. And we're going to begin this game with the letter B. So everybody ready to hit those buttons. I will stop talking the minute you do. Here we go. What bee discovered the Pacific Ocean? Lorraine.
Balboa.
It was Balboa. Red scores and red words from top to bottom.
T, please.
Okay, the letter T going from top to bottom. Everybody ready? What T did Little Miss Muffet... Yes, Ruby?
Tuffet.
Sit on. Tuffet is the answer in what block? What working across the board? Where to, Ruby?
W.
Letter W to make the connection over there on the left. Question coming. What W was Henry Longfellow's Lorraine?
Wadsworth.
Middle name. Wadsworth is the answer. That's right. I repeat, you can interrupt me anywhere along the line. I stop at that point giving information. So red has got 2 marks on there. Where do you want to go?
R, please.
Letter R. Hang in there to block, family pair. Lorraine, question coming. What R is the basic money unit in India? Lorraine again.
Rupee.
Correct. Red is there. As we look at the board, we can see that Lorraine is 2 from making that top to bottom connection. Where do you go?
D, please.
Letter D, and I assure you at home and everywhere else that Ruby and James are going to try to block. Here comes a question. What D was the home of Lil Abner? Ruby.
Dog patch.
You got a block. White's in there. White now must work its way across the board and connect to score. Ruby.
H. Bill.
Letter H. Okay. Question coming. What H is a major India religion? James.
Hindustani?
No,
Hindu?
it is not. Okay, we will accept that. They are synonymous. Okay. Hindu is it. All right, James, where do you want to go?
Go for the A, Bill.
The letter A, working across. And, of course, Lorraine is going to block, or try to. Question, what A would you find on top of a termite? And, yes, Lorraine?
Ant.
Nope. Repeat the question, James. Wait till I repeat it now for you. It's free for you. You get in. What A, James, would you find on top of a termite and on top of a television set?
An antenna, Bill.
Correct. White gets it. All right, it's yours, James. Where do you want to go?
Go for the P.
The letter P, and after that, they need one more. Everybody ready? What P turned over after being hit by a tidal wave? Lorraine? Okay. Free question now. I repeat it for Ruby and James. What P, Ruby's going to answer, what P turned over after being hit by a tidal wave, Ruby?
Poseidon.
Poseidon is right, and White's fair. To bring you up to date, Ruby and James are 1 successful answer from making the connection, and Lorraine, if they do answer, that is it for you. You will have lost 2, so you want to block.
Right.
Ruby, you have the right answer. Where do you want it?
I'll go to the C, Bill.
C for the win. Here comes the question. Everybody ready? What C starred William Conrad? Lorraine.
Cannon.
Cannon is right in red blocks. Lorraine is still in there. Where to, Lorraine?
G, please.
The letter G, making that top to bottom connection the short way. And Ruby and James set to block. Question, what G was Arthur's wife and Lancelot's love. Ruby.
Jury.
Time. A repeat for Lorraine. What G, Lorraine, was Arthur's wife and Lancelot's lover?
Guinevere.
Guinevere is right. Red score. Solo player. The board is getting busy. Where to, Lorraine?
U, please.
Okay, the letter U. After that, one more for the connection top to bottom. Ruby and James, ready to block. Lorraine, ready to answer. Question. What U has only one wheel? Ruby.
Unicycle.
To block, you're right. Now, take a look at that board, Ruby. Where do you want to go to make that connection?
Only to the S.
The S is right. And again, if Ruby and James get it, they have won the game and will have a chance at Super Gold Rush for $5,000. Lorraine, you got a block. Question coming. What S is the river Paris? What S is the river Paris? Yes.
Seine.
Seine is right. The river Paris is on. It was the Seine, and you blocked. Wow. Okay, we're going to hold it right there with all that action on our board. White must score across and red top to bottom. Be back in a moment. Right now we have this for you. We have quite a game going here between Ruby and her son James, our family pair, and Lorraine Dillman, our solo player. Whites represent our family pair. They must connect side to side, white to white to win. Reds represent Lorraine. They must connect top to bottom. And the blocks are going in. Now, when time was called, Lorraine had just given me a correct answer. And now, Lorraine, it is your turn to select a letter. Where do you want to go?
I, please.
The letter I, part of the connection. Okay. Here comes your question. Everybody ready? And, of course, Ruby and James, you do want to block. Question coming. What I was formerly Constantinople? It's Lorraine.
Istanbul?
Istanbul is the right answer, Lorraine. You've connected to the bottom. And now Lorraine is one from connecting at the top. Incidentally, Lorraine is our champion with 26,400. James and Ruby have won one game of this match. They're trying to win this and eliminate Lorraine. Lorraine, where do you choose to go? As if I don't know. But
V, please.
Okay, you make the selection now. And Ruby and James, block if you can. For the game, then, if Lorraine gets it, what V is, quote, the spice of life? Ruby.
Variety.
Variety is right. The family pair's in there with a block. Now, look at the board. Where to, Ruby?
E, please, Bill.
Letter E. Ruby is going for E. If she gets it, she's made the white to white, sidewise connection, side to side. If it is taken from her and Lorraine gets it, Lorraine, you see, will have made the top to bottom connection in the red. This is it. A right answer from either side. Everybody ready? Question coming. What E is an artificial language? Ruby. Time. I repeat it for Lorraine and the game if she gets it. What E is an artificial language created nearly 100 years ago?
Esperanto?
That's it. You've won the game. Congratulations. Okay. Boy, look at that board up there. Oh. Look at the action on that board is amazing. We only had 5 questions that were unanswered, and they were unanswered because they were unattempted. You people did marvelously. Lorraine, our solo player, and our family pair, Ruby and James. So, now that the solo player has won, here's the way we stand. They've won the second game. Our match is now tied. And now you're going to have a chance to play Gold Rush, Lorraine, for $2,500. You all ready to do that?
Ready.
Okay, Lorraine, come on up here. We're going to give you a chance to play Gold Rush for $2,500. Okay, back here in just a moment, but right now we're going to pause, give Lorraine a chance to catch her breath or whatever she chases.
Pass the word.
Be with us tomorrow for the deciding game. Thank you. Goodbye from Blockbusters.
Behold the day with GSN's daily affirmations.
Let the games begin.
I will take risks. I am a problem solver. I will accept challenge.
Please do this for me.
I am a success in all that I do. I am a winner. See your affirmations in action weekdays from 9 to 3. Only on GSN, the network for games.
I love this show. It's the real me.
That's right. Red score. Solo player. The board is getting busy. Where to, Lorraine?
You, please.
Okay, the letter U. After that, one more for the connection top to bottom. Ruby and James ready to block. Lorraine ready to answer. Question. What U has only one wheel? Ruby.
Unicycle.
To block. You're right. Now, take a look at that board, Ruby. Where do you want to go to make that connection?